I just received a video um, and asked for my opinion about David Icke and his ex-wife, and are they Satanists? Um, I have a lot of questions about David Icke. A lot of things aren't really coming together. The only thing that points me in a direction that David Icke isn't really a bad guy is the fact that he keeps hanging on to this statement that the answer is all about infinite love. And he clearly has no understanding of what that means yet. So anything that he is saying, he's not going to be knowing what's true and what isn't true. He's just basically given out an awful lot of information that says we should question some things. Um, he's, in my personal opinion, gone on to this lizard thing a little bit too far. And it is the imagination, and the imagination can go really, really wild. And as soon as you start making that suggestion, other people start seeing it, starts to be a reality, and basically that's how reality is created. So he is putting out an extremely strong illusion that people are buying into, and a lot of that comes from a lot of history. There's a lot of drawings and pictures of lizards from our past. But our past, we have zero clue of what actually went on. We get a picture of somebody's perspective and somebody's idea of, well, if I draw a picture, then maybe in the future they'll understand this picture to mean this. So we're trying to guess as to what some of these drawings meant. Everything is sort of like in a code, and it's only going to be one person's perspective. It's not going to be like the whole planet's perspective. Um, so why there's even lizards on drawings that are shaped like humans, we don't really know, but I'm pretty sure that that's influencing us to see lizard people all over the planet. And, it could very well be just our evolution of ourselves, because we are all related to each other. If you have a heart, you are human. you know, so even your enemy that you start to see lizard people in, they are human exactly like you. And maybe those are what those pictures were all about, is that eventually you start seeing lizards in other people. That your imagination goes wild in the past, just like it's going wild here in the future. Um, he has the lizard thing is similar to Bible stuff. The lizard represents evil. So when you start to see evil, it's not that far of a fetch to start seeing lizards as the image of the person that's committing evil acts. But we're all screwing up. We're all brainwashed. We all have an aspect of evil inside of us. It's what scale is it? And this is what this wake up is all about. Anybody that's alive today is only been brainwashed from our past, either by their parents or, look at some of these really, really wealthy people. They get zero love. I mean, they're brought up with nannies that nobody's actually hugging them or kissing them. So you look at these countries that live in poverty, that their kids have just been given up to orphanages. There's basically no difference other than one has an awful lot of money to spend and the other one is living in poverty, but none of them are actually being taught what love is and how to be nurtured and how to develop a mind. And then these rich kids are sent off to boarding school and indoctrined what it is they need to believe in. So these rich people that are even 70, 80 years old, the only thing that they know to be true, the only thing they believe in, the only thing, the direction and decisions that they live their lives are all formed by the experiences they had, by how they were raised. Now, the medical world, for one, is even CNN is starting to report that Bill Clinton, had heart problems, dying, but he lost a lot of weight because he changed his lifestyle and the foods he ate. And some doctors and professionals are saying that we are failing to inform patients as to the causes of what makes them ill, and that the body has the ability to heal itself if you change your environment, if you change how you live your life. That is the big medical secret that, evil doesn't want you to know about. We've created a legal system that says it's impossible to even prove that BP oil is killing you. Like, you will never win a lawsuit that says I got cancer because of this BP oil spill. It won't happen. These rich people designed laws to make it impossible for the medical community to report what is causing you to get sick. So that's why that has happened, but there seems to be a little glitch where they kind of let the information out of the bag on CNN saying this is where we're failing to do it. Yeah, this is why we are failing to let patients know why they're suffering, what is causing their illnesses, because all aspects of how we run our lives is killing us. And that is how our economic systems were flowing. But our economic systems are crashing. It's killing our economic system just like it's killing us. So this just means that there's an awful lot of opportunity available. So, but getting back to the evil within our medical world, back in the day, doctors really were concerned about patients, but now they're not. They're all concerned about selling you that drug, because that drug, you'll make a lot of money off of that. And I personally noticed that. I had stopped eating for 3 months when I was 16. Really, really depressing, tragic experience happened when I was about 16. Stopped eating for 3 months. Was only eating milk, but yeah, went to just skin and bones. And eventually my body crashed and burned, and they put me on this antidepressant, and really worked. It was the first antidepressant out there. They didn't know how it worked. I had to experiment with this drug to figure out how much do I take, how long do I use it for. And then when I was living this abusive marriage experience, occasionally I would want to go back on this drug, but they didn't want me to go on this drug. They wanted me on the Prozacs and that new family of antidepressants, and it was like next to impossible to get back on this old one. And this old one, won't kill you, but all of these other ones, you have to be on it, because as soon as you get off it, you'll go friggin' nuts. And I noticed that no matter what area of Canada I lived in, no doctor would give me a drug that's already existence that hasn't been proven to do any harm. But no doctor can prescribe that drug. They're all trying to manipulate me to try these other drugs. And it's like, why? Why would I try something different that this other one worked for perfect? So I started opening up my mind to what is going on with the medical world. And these doctors are definitely being pushed to sell specific type of drugs. And who's profiting off of these drugs? Who owns stock in the medical world? Who owns stock in anything that's making our economic systems work? So, if anybody that pisses me off more, it's these guys that are kind of waking up to, oh, the government's kind of, screwing up with our stock exchange, and, we're losing they're finally losing. People that are investing in stock are finally losing, but they're not making the connection that, hey, there's people in a third world country that are caused. They're living in poverty because you need to earn your money through a stock market. They are not recognizing that people that are homeless, people, that are alcoholics on the street, are, people that are on a welfare system, all of that is directly connected by those people that need to earn their living through a stock market. As long as you want to make profit off of a piece of paper, there's somebody that's going to make that paper valuable at the cost of human life. So, um, to say that David Icke or his ex-wife or the Illuminati or any enemy is out there is something that I happen to believe is completely false. I believe we're greatly misguided. Um, I believe we're all fucking up big time. I believe we're only screwing up because we don't know any better. Once we know better, I think we will do better. But receiving information, finding out that what you believe to be true happens to be a lie is something that's really, really hard for humanity to accept. But it's happening at the bottom, and it's happening in the middle, and it's happening at the top. It's like, while you wake up, while you think you need to wake up to something, don't you think that your enemy needs to wake up as well? It's like, it's a humanity thing. It's like we're all involved in this. And it is about infinite love, because as long as you see an enemy, you're always going to repeat the same game. So it's not so much that just wake up yourself, it's wake up the other guy. Um, David Icke, for example, one thing I question, he has a link there to holodynamics. He may be getting a lot of his stuff because he might have glimpsed through holodynamics, but he hasn't cured his arthritis, which if he read holodynamics, he'd be curing his arthritis. That's when you can sort of see who's knowing what is by what illnesses they are suffering from or refusing to cure. Which, by the way, the guy that even came up with the concept that claims to cure, every illness, after he cured himself from being poisoned with high-grade uranium, he now suffers from a heart problem. Which there's like question. There's some of the greatest minds that are contradicting themselves, and holodynamics is one of them. It's the most brilliant information, but the guy is kind of screwed up. And look at his website. His website is preventing you from buying his books. You'll make an assumption. You'll say it's new age, but it's neurology, biology, psychology, information theory. It's the cutting edge sciences. It's the most interesting read. Don't buy the course. The guy is contradicting his own work just the same as all of us are. It's kind of, like, catch this one because it's pretty funny. But there's no contradiction in the work. It claims to solve every problem known to the human experience. It just can't identify the unknown problem. And that's really cool, and I would really love to discuss that. So anybody interested in reading that information, I'd love that discussion to begin. Peace out.